Will WWE crown a new World Heavyweight Champion tonight on WWE Raw? We're going to talk about it right here on the Ango Show. Yes. Welcome back to TAS. Guys, don't forget we're giving away this championship belt at 100,000 subscribers. So if you want a chance to win, you should probably click subscribe today. I want to kick things off with Cora Jade. There has been some little chit chatter over the weekend that during a house show, Cora Jade was injured. Not a lot of people were necessarily sure how serious of an injury it was, but it did look pretty serious. Now it's been confirmed. Dave Meltzer has noted that Cora Jade has been injured with a torn ACL. This is terrible, man. First and foremost, hopefully Cora Jade can heal up soon. And obviously, health before wealth, my friends. We talk about that very often on the channel. It sucks when you see injuries at any company, any wrestling match. It doesn't matter the company. No, you don't want to see people get injured, right? You don't want to see this get injured. But obviously with Cora Jade, she's a very big integral part of the NXT women's division. And, it just feels like she just got back to television and now she's going to have to take another break, which absolutely sucks. But the reason why I kind of want to talk about this injury specifically is because I really want to focus on the importance of building up your roster, right? And this is where I give Shawn Michaels a lot of credit with NXT in the women's division. It's not built just around one person. On television, you're getting multiple women's matches, multiple storylines, and because of that, you're actually seeing other people get the chance to make a name for themselves. And, at a very unfortunate time like this for Cora Jade where she's injured, WWE doesn't really have to worry about not having her on TV. She's going to be able to go and get her rest and rehabilitation and if there's surgeries or anything like that, whatever it may be, she'll be able to do that, and WWE will be able to continue to keep the show going. You know what I'm saying? And, I think for Cora Jade, too, she just came back, and obviously there's been a lot of excitement about her returning. But who knows, man? Like, with a torn ACL, some people come back a lot sooner. Some people, they have to wait a lot longer. Obviously, this is one of those situations where we'll have to see how it goes. But I kind of want to throw this out there with this idea, this notion that maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for Cora Jade to come back from injury and, instead of going straight to NXT, man, it wouldn't be a bad idea for her to go to the WWE main roster. If the timelines and everything checks out the way it could, the idea of maybe her coming back by draft time, like that could be really significant too. I feel like Cora Jade has been great since NXT 2.0. I'm not really sure what is needed for her in NXT at this point. So I want her to get healed up. I want her to come back stronger. And at that point, hopefully WWE's like, let's just put her on the main roster. She's great. She's going to be great on the main roster. I think that would be the right way to go about it. Guys, I want to turn our attention to some massive TNA news because this is exciting. TNA has dropped a press release today. Which, first and foremost, congrats to TNA, the largest gate in over 10 years. TNA Hard to Kill, TNA Impact tapings were a massive success for them. A lot of big things coming from that, and I'm not going to spoil it. But today, TNA made an announcement. TNA has revealed a new television deal in Africa. TNA partners with Star Times, bringing exclusive TNA coverage to Africa in 2024. And this is obviously huge because over 30 countries in Africa will now have access to TNA, which will also include TNA Plus specials as well as pay-per-views. So for wrestling fans in the continent of Africa, will now be able to enjoy TNA. And I kind of just want to throw this out there. When it comes to TV deals, when it comes to TV distribution, the international global expansion for these companies is important, right? It is. And I know there's a huge, everyone wants to be excited about AEW and WWE. But TNA is in a little bit of a different situation because TNA is trying to grow their product. And it was very evident by the numbers this past weekend that TNA has done something greater than they did even when Kurt Angle was in TNA, which is fascinating, right? The numbers were higher. The gate was higher for TNA in 2024 than it was when Sting and Kurt Angle were in the company and Samoa Joe. So, that's a remarkable achievement. But now the thing for TNA is you got to have more countries, being able to access your show. And obviously, it's a substantial thing for TNA, considering that they are the smaller company, obviously comparatively to AEW and WWE. But when TNA does something like this, right? They have a good UK deal. They're known in Canada. They're known in the United States. And there's a lot more areas of growth opportunities, right? They obviously have to expand TV in America. But the fact that they're able to go into Africa, and it's a new market for them, right? And they're able to do this, and they're going to have exclusive coverage. I think this just opens up doors for TNA that weren't there before. And Scott D'Amore and Anthem, they definitely deserve a lot of credit. Len Asper as well. Just everything that they've been doing in general has been fantastic to see. But now they'll be in Africa. And hopefully what they do after this is, more countries, more TV distribution, even better TV distribution in America. That would be fantastic. Whether it's a new TV deal or getting access to TV onto more homes, obviously both are good options. But then you got to factor in, too, their relationship with AAA, their new partnership that was officially announced. Like, this is something that could lead to something bigger. It's just another good decision after another good decision. And the more good decisions you make, ultimately, that is how you grow. Is this a game changer for TNA today? No. But is this a step in the right direction for TNA, laying out the blueprint for multiple countries and getting their products out there? Absolutely. And I'm excited to see what they do this year, man. All right, guys. Jinder Mahal, Seth Rollins. It's taking place tonight on WWE Monday Night Raw. Of course, this is a massive topic, and everybody is talking about this for a variety of reasons. But I want to talk about this specifically because Boozer Wrestling, he's leaking some stuff. But don't worry, guys. I'm not leaking any results in this video. Boozer Wrestling says that there will be extra pyro planned for WWE Raw. In addition to that, we can expect a cash-in soon. So now we have to wonder if Damian Priest is cashing in tonight on WWE Raw, or does Seth Rollins defeat Jinder Mahal? Does Damian Priest fail his cash-in on Raw? Does Drew McIntyre get involved in the main event of Raw? There's a lot of different scenarios that can happen here, and the beauty of this is the fact that WWE is trying to compete, which, by the way, we have Monday Night Football, playoff football. Side note, the Lions won a playoff game. As you can tell, I'm ecstatic about that. I literally got to witness that with my own eyes. That's pretty cool. But the fact is, WWE has heavy competition. WWE is looking for new TV deals. WWE is looking to show people why you should watch the World Heavyweight Championship match on TV. It could make a lot of sense that Damian Priest cashes in. Now, I don't know. You're trying to show the world that Jinder Mahal is a credible world champion. Do you have Jinder defeat Seth Rollins and Damian Priest cashes in on Jinder Mahal? I don't think that's the case, but you never know in today's day and age with Triple H what they're going to do. I'm not really opposed to anything. I just want it to make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge Jinder Mahal fan. I've been very adamant about that, but I think even if Jinder Mahal loses to Seth Rollins, but he got to showcase himself and look good in the process, that's fantastic. Maybe he's the reason Seth Rollins gets cashed in on, right? Maybe Jinder Mahal ends up destroying Seth after losing. Damian Priest cashes in. That could always be a possibility. Another factor that you could also kind of look at would be this idea that Damian Priest tries to cash in, Drew McIntyre stops it, and Drew McIntyre stops him from winning the gold. That could be a possibility. And then the third thing that's really, really possible too is Damian Priest cashing in and making it a triple threat match, which would be very intriguing. Nonetheless, something big is going down tonight on WWE Raw. I'll be tuning in, watching it, and reviewing it live on YouTube.com/Ango.
Oh, yes.